I do. Well then, let's build it, you and I.
Welcome back to the Titanium Hanger. This is Mike, and today I'm coming at you with two reviews in one. A comparison review of the Magic Square MS-B10A Crane, a 5 or 6 year old figure, and a newly released version of NewAge 65 Keaton. And I've got to say that what happened with this was Magic Square announced the reissue of theirs with a different color scheme, slightly different color scheme, or changed the colors a little bit. And then that was right on the heels of NewAge announcing this. That was 8 months to a year ago. And the bar was set because it said high because NewAge put this guy out. So with the bar set high, I'm normally a Magic Square guy, but I have high hopes for liking this NewAge figure better than the Magic Square in this case. And I'll have links down below where you can get both of these. And remember, TH in the support your reviewer if you want to help the channel out. On the main page, there's a box at the top, support your favorite reviewer. But let's look at both these. I'm giving you my honest opinion because I really, the only skin I have in the game is the fact that I own both of them. And I'm going to give you my honest opinion because it doesn't hurt me or help me either way. So let's get into this. Coming up. Alright, like usual, I like to start with the box and the packaging. So on the left we have Magic Square's packaging, and there's no window, but I like the box art better. I prefer the window. This is the standard one, I've got the EX one pre-ordered also for the NewAge. You get to see the figure on the side, but this does have a G1-esque look to it. Here it is at the back, and you can see the actual item. Plus, they do kind of homage the transformation sequence that we used to see before. But, it's tough. This packaging is superior, even though it's smaller. This gives me the G1 feels. Alright, so we're going to start off with the alt mode here, and in the alt mode, they do look similar yet different. One of the things I want to point out is that I made a negative comment about these open windows and kind of a T-top look, and that is correct. That is the way it's supposed to look. And with that, I mean, I guess you could say that that's the win. In my mind, though, because the toy really wasn't like that, we'll see the toy comparison in a bit, this feels more correct to me. So there's really no wrong. It's your pure aesthetic. But at the end of the day, I think this mode nails it. The curvature of the hood, just the sheen of the paint, the accuracy, to maybe even to a detriment. So it is going to win it. But still, the Magic Square one looks nice. I mean, I have nothing against the Magic Square one in this mode. Plus, I don't really have them in this mode very often. And the other thing is that the NewAge right here has these pieces. We're going to see that. It's very quintessential part of the figure itself from the G1. For whatever reason, the transformation, you tuck it into here. So that makes no sense to me. They both have this, you can haul kind of a deal here, like a hauling thing where you put a vehicle on there. Let's just haul a dead Autobot, I guess. Yeah, well, it's not really hauling it very well. I don't think either one of them is going to haul him. Well, that one actually hauls a little bit better, but you know, he died, so remember them dragging his corpse of Windcharger. So yeah, with that, the vehicle mode is closer to accurate for the NewAge, even though Magic Square has some cool stuff. Now this is the part that's going to be in the bot mode can connect here. Really, there's not supposed to be anything connected here, but you can connect whatever this gun hammer looking thing, and this piece that is going to be connected to his arm. Also, you can connect that stuff there if you want to. You don't have to. It's just I'm just trying to figure out some accessories, what to do with the accessories. All right, let's compare these to the animation. I do believe the animation does sort of favor NewAge with my little picture there. How does that work for everybody? Works for me. Now, in comparison to the G1 toy, now I do want to point something out. I have all my backpack stuff on this guy, the bot one. Yeah, it has all the backpack stuff. So that's kind of, I only have the one backpack and all that. Yeah, I put, between the two, I built one, and I like the robot. I favor the robot mode. So anyway, with this, The one thing is that this does have those on it. I showed on that figure, and this one is missing it. Aside from that, you can see that this actually does have more of kind of a curvature on the hood, and this is more of a flat hood going on here. You can see the hood. The striping, it's all the way across on this, not all the way across on that. So they were going more, both of these are going more for the animation than they are for the actual toy itself. And then the toy itself, it was never one of my favorites. I never really liked Hoist as a toy back in the day. So with that, I mean, personal preference here, it's just there. And they're about the same size, so they're going to scale about the same with these guys. So we got Magic Square NewAge 1.0, Magic Square NewAge, Magic Square, and I guess just for fun, how close they are in size. Very, very close. Very, very close. NewAge for the win in alt mode, in my opinion. Even though I like the orange better on this. Alright, so here they are in their bot modes. And I should have filmed the transformation. I'm going to say for the transformation, they're about equal. I will say they do them very similar, except his arms are straight and his legs are straight, so they just kind of fold in. That's where you got to kind of fold up his legs. And the arms fold. You have to do more moving around to get the arms in on this one. So I'd say the transformation is a little bit better with the NewAge one. Very, very similar, though. They are very similar. Let's see if we can get a little more light on this situation. And I am going to show these guys side by side. And I have to say that I think they both look really good. And I guess we're going to have to do articulation, all that kind of stuff too. But one thing I'm going to point out, and you're going to see it with all of them, is the paint on NewAge gives it a premium look. And I got to say, it also has more of a premium feel. And with that, it does look, they both look great, actually. I mean, I wouldn't mind having either one of these on my shelf. So to say I'm going to pick one to say that I would recommend one over the other is going to be kind of tough, but I do like the way they both look. The transformations were both very similar. Getting into the side look here. Now, we haven't gotten into accessories yet, but we will here in a bit. And with that, we'll do that in a separate segment. So then I'll upgrade his arm and stuff. This is just how they came straight out the box. And I think I could fold that back. Here they are from the back. And I think they both look pretty clean. And in the bottom, they both have these little rear fin pieces, which is great. That works. It works fine in the bot mode. Noticing his feet are a little shorter, the lower feet part a little shorter he is from this side. So let's get into doing some nitpicking now. So obviously my plus on him is the fact that he has a good paint job. And he feels a little bit more premium, as in everything feels a little bit tighter than with this one. The pluses on this guy is overall from the front a little bit cleaner. We have this orange peeking out, which is not peeking out here. We have some breakup in the feet, which is cleaner over here. And with that, it's kind of like you got a little cleaner design, but a better presentation. And so that makes it tough. That does make it for a tough call. They're also coming out with an EX version, a toy version of that, but we're going to see that here in a while. The way that this head is handled, and I don't really want to get into accessories just yet, but this is all built into his head, as opposed to this being an accessory that you're going to plug in. Now that's really going to be something that's going to bother some people, but not others. Some people say I like it because it's on a separate post back there, and that's how they want it. And other people are going to say they don't really mind that it's stuck to his head. So that's, but I think that overall, the fact that it is a piece that just folds out of his head is a negative on that for some people. So it's give and take, but I guess overall, Magic Square is a cleaner design overall. Let's get into articulation real quick. We're going to start with Magic Square. Head's on the ball joint, and it's on another one, so it rotates around a lot more. But it does kind of go back and look down real far. Shoulder goes. You can manipulate the shoulder and get it a little further, but it's pretty much a little below the 90. Let's see if we move that around. No. So we're looking at. Oh! oh, it's got an extra joint because of the transformation, so it goes past the 90. Then you have 360 that way, bicep swivel right here, and then double jointed and just the hand as we usually see. Waist swivel. Waist does swivel. Let's get all that up out of the way. Waist does swivel. 90 to the front, back, out to the side. We have the thigh swivel, which is real tight. And then you have double jointed knee, and you've got the foot rocker, up and down, everything that you could possibly need with this guy. Let's see, we have similar over here with NewAge. NewAge, a little to the left, up, little. So pretty much everything you need. Pretty much everything exactly the same as you'd got with Magic Square, except it's not like well, there's a big gap there too, but it's a different kind of gap. This one only goes up to the 90, so a little bit more articulation at 360 right here. Bicep swivel, double jointed, the formed hand, waist swivel. Uh-oh. I'm not feeling a waist swivel in this at all, or an ab crunch. And you know Magic Square always has an ab crunch. Well, not really in this either, so no waist swivel, which is kind of, people get turned off by that. I'm not trying to figure out if there's something I could do to get to no, there's nothing I can do to make it do a waist swivel. All right, you go way, look at that. And then 90 both directions, kind of breaks up the sculpt a little bit. Does not go all the way to the back. You got the thigh swivels built in up here. Double joint knee, single jointed knee. So I'm gonna have to say it. Magic Square wins in articulation. So, wow, that's crazy. You know, I'm not going to keep a tally on the screen or anything. That's not how I roll. So, wow. For accessories, they both have kind of whatever this is. Whatever this thing is, they both have that. They can both use that. They both have this. So you're looking at the hand. So we're going to put that on here. We're going to put this on you. And then Magic Square has this. This is from that episode, that one episode. It was a device that they had. Magic Square has that. Then NewAge has splayed hands, if that's something you want. And they're articulated splayed hands. And then he has a head. So they have different stuff. About even in accessories, I would say. But I'm this far along. Now I need 2 more NewAge figures to get this guy completed. Who knows who has the left and right leg to this guy, so I can pre-order them. So I can get the rest of this guy. A free figure. Only another $120 worth of NewAge figures to get a free figure. Anyway, that is kind of cool that they include those parts. And it's the first time I've ever built a figure like that. And there it is. So, equal. Alright, so let's start with the G1 comparison, and I want to say that there's a lot of G1 stuff going on with the NewAge, as in with this, heck, do I even have, am I missing a part that's supposed to go behind there? Now I gotta look that up, but yeah, this is a pretty good comparison to see. You have this gap here, and you have that kind of gap right there. This is kind of cleaner over here. And then the feet don't match because, I mean, the toy did not really match the cartoon very well, and the cartoon tried to make it look even cooler, even though it didn't really do a good job. But these match the tune, not the toy, so we'll be whipping this Hoist back out eventually. Okay, so now we're going to compare it to Trailbreakers, which generally are the same mold, more or less, but there's a lot of differences. I like the NewAge Trailbreaker better than the Magic Square. And the Magic Square is great too, by the way. It is. But I think they did the legs better over here. And size is fine on that one. This is the McFans Toys KO Oversize. And so when I got this one, I was like, well, I could sell off my Magic Square one because I don't need so many legends in my life. But with these side by side here, yeah, that's how they look side by side with them. Let's mix in some different figures. And we're going to mix it in with Magic Square Prime, the NewAge Trailbreaker, Magic Square's version, Pound. This is Aldi's version, the little Aldi Wave 2 of Bumblebee, which I think fits in with your Legends very well. And then this is Magic Square's 1.0. I've got the... Is it 1.0? Oh yeah, I got 2.0 in my display. So now we're going to swap these out. You see how that all fits. And I will admit, I have mostly Magic Square in my collection. So there we go. And there's the NewAge. And it fits fine. So scales well, every bit as well. I mean, it's not a whole lot smaller than what Magic Square did. So they both scale very well and they both work. Alright, so where does this land? How do I feel about these two figures? Which one is better? Which one do I like better? Which one would I recommend over the other one? And I'm going to have to tell you that Magic Square is the win. And I went into this truly 100% for sure that NewAge was going to win because of how good their Trailbreaker is. Their Trailbreaker is better than Magic Square's. Their Trailbreaker breaks the trail. It is fantastic. And I recommend their Trailbreaker over any other Trailbreaker for the Legends scale. But Magic Square's cleaner on this. This particular one, I don't know what they did different. The feet are all kind of broken up looking. The way the chest is exposed. The headpiece that's probably going to bother some people that they did it like that. I mean, even though the alt mode on this is better, so this is a superior alt mode. This one has even more accessories, even though they're about even on accessories, but does have a little bit more that has to do with the figure itself. The colors look good. This has a premium paint though, but I mean, the premium paint doesn't override the fact that there's just a little bit of stuff that could have been done better. And how do I know it? They did it on him. They did it on this guy. Why couldn't they do the same on this one? It's not a bad figure though. You can't go wrong with either one. They're both great options. I'm literally nitpicking because they're both great. I'm not getting rid of either one, but I have to make some choices. One's going to go in alt mode, probably NewAge because I'm still going to get their EX version, and we're going to revisit this again when I get their EX version. And where am I getting that from? Well, Shows the store. I do have a link down below where you can get both of these, 2 links. And remember, use TH and support the reviewer, support your favorite reviewer on the main page. That would be TH in there. It helps the channel out so that I can do more stuff like this. And yeah, this was a year, almost a year in the waiting to make this happen. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Which one do you like better? And do you just not like the character or care at all? That dear hanger out.
Amazing grapple. A magnificent scientific accomplishment. But when oppressed, I'll be depressed. Don't worry about it. Now come on. I'll help you present it. Don't be so modest, Grapple. The real power will create gigawatts of energy and away we go! I said, why don't we? I heard you the first time. But you must have a glitch in your circuits. Optimus Prime said no! We can't let the Decepticons intimidate us. Think of the end. Hoist, we're done!